Hey, today we got an exciting topic for you. Today we're talking about the 5 terrible things that you are doing to your neck. Now, in Latin, doctor means teacher. So I want to teach you some things to help you avoid pain. I've had many occasions of bad neck pain. I didn't like it. I don't want you to experience it. And there's some simple things today that as we go through those, you'll find ways to avoid having neck pain, and I think even just feel better as you go down the road. Number 1 is forcing your neck to crack or aggressively stretching your neck. I used to do that a lot, and I remember I was about 21 and I was at a chiropractic college. I was visiting a friend of mine. He was down at Palmer College, and met this gal, this young lady that had a dad who was a chiropractor, and she saw me crack my neck. And you know, I wasn't a chiropractor in training. I was just somebody that had a neck that was sore and wanted to crack my neck. Well, she said, I don't think you should do that. And it was somebody, just somebody saying that made me think, maybe I shouldn't. And I stopped cracking my own neck. And what I ended up doing is have a professional, a real chiropractor, not somebody that's 21 and not even going to chiropractic school. I had a real chiropractor work on my neck and adjust my neck. So cracking your own neck, not a good thing. It was not going to fix my problem. I had to keep cracking my neck. And the reason I had to keep cracking my neck was the problem wasn't at the level that I was cracking, it was a level below. So if I was fixing the problem, I wouldn't have actually needed to keep cracking it. So stop cracking your own neck. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Number 2 is aggressively stretching your neck. Now, when I was in soccer back in high school, we would do some neck stretches this way and that way and different things. And what I found in doing that, my experience is that if my neck felt good, after aggressively stretching my neck did not feel so good. So please stop aggressively stretching your neck. Maintaining poor posture. Now, this can happen many different ways. Person's seated, but the TV's over here. So now their chair is focused this way, but they're looking that way, maybe for hours. Maybe they're in a slouch position. Maybe they're sitting on a leg. Maybe they're sitting next to their sweetheart. All those different positions are not so good. Another thing that can happen is sometimes they're looking at a phone. We'll talk about that in a second. But all those ways that people have poor posture can affect the neck. So that neck should be in what we call a neutral position, meaning not tipped, not turned, not twisted, but a neutral position. And so by staying in that neutral position, you keep that nice curve in your neck, and that curve helps you absorb shock, and it makes your neck just work better. So work to keep good posture as you're sitting, standing, and living your life. Excessive use of a phone, or what's called tech neck. How much does our head weigh? It weighs anywhere from 10 to 12 pounds, but the weight of that head gets amplified, magnified, as we tip our head forward. So as that head goes forward about 60 degrees, we've now increased the weight of that, the head, as far as what the body feels, about to 60 pounds. So as you increase the weight of that force on your neck, it's pulling on the neck, it's affecting the neck, it's aggravating the neck, it's causing undue wear and tear on the neck. And this is really the first generation that we're dealing with this issue. This is a new issue. I'm seeing, as parents come into the office to get adjusted, I'm watching their kids sitting on the phone, and their child's chin is almost sitting on their chest. And it's amazing to me how people don't see that that's not a good look. In fact, that could cause problems. So what do we do about this? Well, first of all, maybe we just get off the phone, take a break from the phone. But I think a bigger thing is to look at our posture as we're on the phone. So I've got 2 tips for you on how to affect your posture as you're on the phone. Now, one thing is, if you're sitting in a chair and there's not a desk or a table in front of you, you can get one of these boat throwable flotation cushions. And so it's about this big, this long, and about this thick. And you can just put your elbows on top of that, and you can hold your phone. So it's going to allow you to get your elbows supported, your head in a higher upright position, and it's going to allow you to protect your neck. Number 2 is just sit at a desk. You can put your forearms on a table. You can hold that phone in front of you. It's also going to help you get into a better position. So those are a couple things you can do to help avoid tech neck. Sleeping in an unsupportive position. So what is a proper position you should be in? Again, it's that neutral position. So your head is not tipped to the side, flex forward, leaning back. It's in a neutral position. And so this neutral position requires the right supportive pillow. People have different distances between their shoulder and their ear. People have different sized necks, different sized bodies. So not every pillow is going to work right for everybody. So it's important to have the proper pillow. And in our office, we actually analyze our clients that want to get a new pillow to see that the pillow is supporting them properly. That distance here needs to be just right for when they're laying on their side so their head isn't tipped way over to the side. And also not too much or too little support as they're laying on their back. So having the right pillow makes a big difference. Now, what are some of the ways people are sleeping in an unsupportive position? Well, sometimes they're using two pillows. Sometimes they're using a worn out pillow. And that's a big thing I see, is that worn out pillow over time becomes compressed and worn down. Our memory foam pillows, I think they tend to last about 2 years, and it's a great pillow from Tempur-Pedic, but it just wears out over time and with use. So having a good supporting pillow that's fresh, if you will, makes a difference. Another thing we see is sometimes people are sleeping in a chair, and we see that their head goes forward and they're pulling on their upper neck, and that's not a good thing. Maybe they're sleeping in a kind of awkward position, or leaning to the side in a car seat or in a plane seat. All those different positions aren't good. Another one we see is that couch felt good to lay on, right? It was kind of cozy and comfortable as you laid on it, but it was never designed for you to lay on it. And in fact, we'll have people putting their head on the armrest. They're getting jacked up the whole time they're laying on that thing. So we recommend not to sleep on a couch. I'd actually recommend, if you had to sleep on like a carpeted floor with a good pillow versus a couch. So avoid sleeping on a couch, and really get a good supportive pillow. Now, another point to think about is, as we think about that couch wasn't supporting them properly. It affected their back. Having a good supportive bed also will make a difference along with that good supportive pillow. Here's what I've seen with having a good supportive pillow. It's surprising to me how it's helped me hold my neck alignment. When I travel, I've got a smaller travel size pillow, and it's the same design and same manufacturer as the one I use in my bed. So make sure you have a good pillow, and even consider bringing that good pillow with you when you travel. Improper heavy lifting. Now, you might wonder, how does heavy lifting, which seems more about my legs and my low back, have to do with my neck? What is it? How does it relate to my neck? The thing is, we need to think about our spine as one organ, one connected organ, and not just a series of little parts and different parts. That neck is going to be protected when you lift properly. And what happens when you lift properly, you're going to use your legs, you're going to keep your head upright, you're going to be looking up, not just down, and you're going to be protecting your whole spine. And as you look up and as you use your legs, you're going to help protect that curve in the low back. So by protecting your legs and your low back and keeping your neck in the right position as you lift, you're going to protect that neck. So with this point, it is important to think about, how does your low back affect the neck? How does your legs and lifting affect the neck? So as we're doing things in life, sometimes we need to slow down and think before we lift. We need to think before we do certain things, because certain motions that seem to be easy, like if I was going to turn my body around and just reach, that can affect the neck or affect the mid-back. So think before you reach, think before you lift, slow down, engage your core muscles before you lift. All those different things are going to help you protect your neck. So in closing today, we've talked about the 5 terrible things you used to do to your neck. Now you can do the right thing. Now you know what to do. And so as you do the right thing, just remember to slow down, protect your neck, think before you do certain things, think before you sleep on that couch. You could just actually get up and go to your own bed before you lay on that couch. And do those things, and that's going to help you keep your neck feeling good, help you feel better, help you avoid having more visits to the chiropractor than you want to have. It's been an awesome pleasure to talk to you today. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave a comment for a future topic, you can leave that in the comments section below. As always, we look forward to talking to you next time.